This is TWiT.
So this, I'm walking around and I see a sign that says the 3D fruit printer. So I said to the woman, I'm assuming you can print other things in there. And she said, no, you can just print fruit.
Only fruit.
And I said, well, like what kind of fruit? She said, well, like right now we're printing a raspberry. I said,
What?
well, I said a raspberry. And Dennis was with me. He said, is it edible? And she said, oh, absolutely. I said, well, what kind of ink do you use to print a raspberry? And she said, you don't use ink, you print with juice.
Oh,
So
this sounds so bizarre.
Yeah, there's a little 1-minute video that's on their website. So I'm going to ask Josh to show that. Also, what I love, just before the video runs, it says, I'm looking for it here. Oh, it says it allows for the creation of interesting bespoke fruits in a matter of seconds. Okay.
Wow.
Printing fruit in a matter of seconds. Now let's run the video. Okay. It's from Dovetail, the 3D fruit printer, making a raspberry. Okay. And it starts out with making a raspberry in normal time. There we go.
Oh, what?
Yes.
So it's
using juice.
Juice.
Right. And now the video is running at 3 times speed.
Remember.
Right. But remember, when this is done, we're going to have a single raspberry. I mean, like you could spend the entire day to make a bushel of raspberries and then squeeze them and get juice. I mean, here we go. The finished product.
That seems very delicate.
We couldn't taste them. They were. There you go. There you go. Now, who's second? Who wants their raspberry next?
Okay, it'll be available tomorrow.
Anyway,
Wow.
It's very strange. So, I asked, what is the market for this? And they said...
Super expensive restaurants.
Exactly. Foodies, chefs, and very cheesy restaurants. Where it'll say on the top of the menu, if you want dessert, order it before dinner.
Wow, yeah.
So that we can make it. They didn't even have a price yet. But it just seems...
Wow. I mean, one, that's an interesting technology that they've got to turn juice into something solid inside of some sort of amalgamation liquid that it flows into, that it drops into to create globules. Interesting.
It is interesting. It is. They said, we have reinvented the concept of fresh fruit on demand.
I don't think there was a concept of fresh. I mean, unless if you went out to go pick it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think Fresh Direct here in the city is most people's concept of fresh fruit on demand.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. And I don't have room on my small kitchen counter for a toaster, so I don't think I'm going to have. But this seems to be fairly far away. Because it's not like a Kickstarter project. There's no pre-order.
Right. They were showing, I mean, would you claim this was more of a proof of concept?
A proof of concept? Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But again, I'm doing this because the Engadget Expand was fun in as much as there were some things you really have not seen before.
Yeah, I definitely have not seen 3D printed fruit. I can imagine a really, really bespoke. I mean, restaurateurs are the shocking, the what's next, the big. This is bigger than any other restaurant. You're gonna get this thing that doesn't exist anywhere else. You're looking for that sort of experience to food. I could see how someone says, we have 3D printed our own fruit to go onto our desserts that are in the shape of dragons. You're not gonna find that anywhere else. You know.
That's true. Well, you can in the TWiT in the Brick House kitchen, but nowhere else outside of that.
Exactly. Or you know, we could just cut fruit up and make it look that way. But this is new. This is a 3D printed fruit.
Yes, I know.
Different. Not natural. It's great.
No, yes, exactly. Not natural. Not natural. And it took an hour and a half to make it, but nobody else has it.
This machine cost us $40,000. No other restaurant around. I'm telling you.
And 89 cents for a quart of juice.
Yeah. Wow. That's a pretty interesting concept.
It's interesting. It is interesting.
So, yeah, I think that's exactly what they were going for too. If I was to guess.
I think so.